This is Michael bringing a timeless reading for Pisces Sun, Moon, Rising, or anyone connecting with Pisces energy right now. It is so good to have you. Very interesting energy while I was connecting and attuning to all of you. I am really excited to get into all of that, but before we do so, I just want to thank all of you who support this channel with your likes, shares, comments, and subscribes. It really is only possible to do all of this incredible work with your support, so thank you so much for giving a little love. It really means more than you could know. I do have links in the description of this video for personal readings and distance Reiki sessions, which you can book on my website, as well as links for all of my other social media accounts. And finally, you can hit that bell notification so you're always up to date with what's in the cards for you. I realize I've been uploading a little bit irregularly. I will most likely go back to a more routine upload schedule, but I've really just wanted to be more open and intuitive. And you may be noticing that these readings are now timeless. I've switched over to timeless readings. So really trust your intuition and discernment to be drawn to the videos that are right for you at this time, and also figure out what messages in these readings are meant for you and what should be left behind for somebody else. There may actually be messages here that aren't even meant for you, but someone else you are connecting with, and that can be regardless of zodiacal placement. So just be very open while really listening to your own intuition and discernment above all. Anyways, Pisces, while I was connecting with your energy, I was immediately transported to this swamp, and it was very dark. There was these very tall trees, but it was also very viney and wet. And I was just sort of wandering through it for a while. And honestly, it just kind of feels like your energy a little bit. You're very much associated with the unknown, with the mysterious. And I did eventually find this hut or this house in this swamp. And it didn't really feel like it was occupied by anyone else. It felt like it was you. You were almost making your home in something unknown, or finding yourself at home in an unfamiliar or unexpected place. So maybe there is something in your life that right now feels very unusual or kind of out of the ordinary for you, or unfamiliar. But it's like you're finding familiar elements within it. Or maybe there's even something about early childhood, because sometimes that's what houses and homes can represent too. Or you're just finding shelter right now. But even though this was kind of mysterious and even a little dark and creepy, it didn't actually feel threatening to me, okay? I just really want to stress that. It feels like you are kind of navigating through this darkness or through this confusion right now. It almost reminded me of the tarot card, the Moon, which is actually your card, Pisces. So it feels like you're kind of in your element right now, even if you're feeling a little lost or kind of wading your way through some murky waters. And the card, the plant card I pulled as kind of a supportive energy for you was actually Ghost Pipe. And the property here is mystery. Ghost Pipe is actually my very most favorite flower, so I'm always excited when this card comes up. It actually came up for me today, and it actually just came up for Taurus right before I recorded this. So if you have Taurus placements, there could also be some messages in there for you as well. But Ghost Pipe is a really interesting flower because it doesn't have any chlorophyll. It is this ghostly white color, almost translucent. They're actually growing a lot right now near me, so I've been very graced to see them because they're incredibly rare. They only grow in very specific circumstances, and they actually derive their nutrients from mycelial networks, or the fungal network that connects the entire forest. There's this almost wild internet that the plants use to communicate with each other and some nourishment to each other. So there is something subterranean going on, something beneath the surface, and Ghost Pipe can help us connect with what is unseen, with what is unfamiliar. And it's actually funny because the artist who made this deck actually does associate this card with the High Priestess and again the Moon. So I'm feeling like you are actually in a very intuitive place. Even if logically you don't fully understand your life right now, or you're feeling kind of lost, your intuition is very, very strong. You're very, very connected with spirit. So if nothing else, trust this connection, trust the guidance, trust the impressions that are coming to you, and also really pay attention to your dreams as well. I'm getting that for you. And, you know, really fun and special, I actually did make a ghost pipe tincture that I have right here. I did bless the table for Taurus. I did the same thing for you as well. So the spirit of ghost pipe is very much connecting with you right now. It's literally the only tincture I've made, and I did a ton of research. Please don't do this without doing your own research, and always harvest things as sustainably as possible. Anyways, I am so curious to see what the tarot has to say for you, Pisces. What are the messages for Pisces at this time? What guidance or advice do we have for Pisces? Ooh, interesting. We have the Emperor, very masculine energy coming in, and this is the past. Why is the Emperor here? Some of you have been stepping into your power, or maybe kind of just sort of focusing on things around your father or masculinity, maybe the relationship you had with your father, the relationship you have with men or masculine people, your relationship to your own masculinity. These are all themes that could be really relevant or have been very relevant to you. We do have the Six of Wands as well. Yeah, I feel like some of you are tapping into a resilient energy, and this Emperor is very deeply rooted, okay? So it feels like you have been stepping into your power. You've been really trying to tap into this resilience. You've definitely been going through a transformation. I'm actually noticing the eclipse in the back of this card, maybe ever since the eclipse we had in April, or whenever the most recent eclipse was, whenever you're watching this. It feels like you've kind of been growing, and there's been some sort of shedding, leaving behind an old version of yourself to become this butterfly. So very, very interesting. I'm curious how this has actually been unfolding. What has come from this energy for Pisces? We have the Queen or Mother of Swords. I'm almost getting like a very disillusioned energy, actually. Maybe you were following your intuition, or maybe you thought things were going to look different for you. And it's funny because I almost do think of the Mother or Queen of Swords as like a crone or a hag, which we often do associate as kind of the witch living in the swamp or in the woods. Maybe you have become that energy. Part of you stepping into your power actually has been kind of like a little disillusioning. Maybe even disappointing or painful. But I think that was necessary for your growth, Pisces. And I'm not saying that this is the energy you need to stay in. It was just an important next step, or an important part of the transformation or journey. Ten of Wands. Yeah, things have been heavy. Things have been heavy. A lot has been falling on you. I feel like it's almost like you had to save something. You were able to successfully do something or move forward, but it's been a big burden on you. I feel like some of you had to save a business even. Whether that's your own business or a company that you work for, or maybe even just someone you are connecting to, maybe a Libra energy with the Queen of Swords here. And it's just been too much. You've been carrying too much. And just because you can do something doesn't mean that you should, or that it's right for you. And I think that's actually something that you've been discerning. Because I think for you, being powerful meant doing things by yourself, and it feels like you need to actually delegate things. You might even need to be a leader. Maybe you're meant to ask for help, ask for assistance. Because the truth is, the most successful people on earth, I think, especially in the United States, we love to have this story of the self-made billionaire or CEO or whatever. But the truth is, there's an entire team of people that makes that person's life possible. And I feel like some of you have really taken on a lot yourself, and it's okay to get support. And in fact, that's going to be the thing that helps you grow. That's going to be the thing that helps you realize your dreams or actualize something. And maybe in the context of relationships, you've taken a lot on in your relationships in the past, and you're now kind of learning to lean on a partner or on your closest friends. I want to say too, with the Queen of Swords, I feel like it's really important for those of you who have felt lost or stuck to be talking to a therapist or a guide or a mentor, some sort of teacher. That's very Queen of Swords here, because sometimes she can say things that we don't like, or they can kind of like touch a nerve, but ultimately it's exactly the thing that we need to hear. And especially if it's like you've just been pushing something that's not ultimately aligned for you or what you really want anymore. Maybe you thought you wanted something, but if you actually look at it objectively, it's like, I actually really don't want this. This feels like a burden to me. I only want this because I think that's when I can get what I really want, or that's when I will be worthy to receive the love or the recognition that I'm looking for. Interesting. Seven of Swords. Things might not be what they seem. Tell us more about the Seven of Swords. There's definitely some mystery here, huh? Seven of Swords. Oh, Six of Swords. I actually feel like there's someone from your past who is watching you. Someone you have moved on from, maybe an ex, or just an old friend. I did kind of wonder if that was with the swamp, because it was dark. I did wonder if things were watching me. I wasn't too afraid, though. I wasn't too worried about it. I think that's just something that you're picking up on right now. You're actually seeing people's hidden motives, especially if there are people who are coming back from the past right now. You kind of know there's something up. You see that sword. You see this thing they're trying to hide from you very clearly. I almost feel like, Pisces, there's someone who's coming back from the past who says they've changed, but they really haven't. Maybe that's you. But I actually do think it's somebody else. Can we actually get clarity? Why is the 6 and 7 of Swords here? Or 7 and 6 of Swords? Interesting that we're going backwards. Kind of reviewing something. 10 of Cups in reverse. Yeah, this really could be an ex, especially an ex-spouse, or someone you really shared a life with, someone who's almost more like family to you. Could also be a family member. Did any of you have like a single mother, or like a mother who had to kind of take on a lot of responsibility? I'm just getting that for some reason. There was almost something about like a passive father or distant father. And I feel like that's just something that's that's like part of your healing right now. Because I'm almost getting, for those of you who are connecting with this, like you might have had a cold mother, or like a very like, I don't want to say cold necessarily, but just someone who's not very expressive. She had to be really strong. She had to take on a lot. And especially if you identify as feminine or female, maybe you took on some of that energy yourself and you're changing something. But I feel like there is someone from the past who is spying on you, and it's either an ex or an old family member. Maybe both. Because you've had to regrow. You almost had to become your own partner, Pisces, at some point in your life. And this person knows. This person knows they abandoned you. They know they failed you, or they wounded you in some way. And it almost feels like they feel like you moved on without them, even if you don't feel like you have. Very, very interesting here. King of Swords in reverse, air sign energy, Aquarius, could also be Gemini or Libra, or even like a Capricorn Aquarius cusp with this card. Someone who's very, very guarded, too much in their head. Again, like, yeah, I feel like there is this energy of someone who's very in their head. Maybe you even reincarnate the pattern you have with your mother in your other relationships. Someone was very guarded with their heart, and maybe that caused you to be guarded in turn. But honestly, Pisces, like, it feels like with this very logical, kind of cerebral energy, this is someone who you almost had to kind of shut off your own intuition to be with this person, or this person just wasn't very spiritually open. Yeah, we do have the sun. I was just thinking, what's next? You're kind of wandering in the dark. It's hard. You're almost like in this in-between. And it's actually funny because swamps quite literally are like an in-between biome. They're very connected to death, decay, but also life. It's very nutrient rich. I do believe that swamps are like kind of in between forest, wetland, grassland, like there's something that is changing. But there is light at the end of the tunnel. There is a new beginning here. There's something very beautiful, healing, something worth celebrating and rejoicing over. You're finding direction again. You're finding clarity. What is this sun? For some of you, you could be having a direct conversation with this person, because sometimes the sun is like bringing things out to the light of day, revealing things. Whatever has been hidden will be revealed. Whatever has been unsaid will be said. If someone's been keeping secrets, I feel like you're finding out about it, Pisces. Especially if someone didn't admit to something, or someone tried to keep something secret from you and you suspected it, I feel like you're finally going to get proof, or you're going to get confirmation. And that is going to help you heal or move forward or find some sort of closure. Or at least just give you the satisfaction to know that you were right. Whoa! A lot of cards. Okay, so we did have the moon. That's weird. That is not the card that I thought was here. I thought I saw this Judgment at the bottom of the deck, but it wasn't the bottommost card. That is very, very odd. It's almost like these cards switched places, I swear. I swear I just saw the Judgment card at the bottom of the deck, but then when I looked again, it was the moon. That is so weird. Anyways, definitely some things coming up from the past, some things that have been hidden or mysterious. You might even be seeing parts of yourself, Pisces, that you haven't even recognized. There's just so much that is being revealed, so much that is being hidden. I love that the moon comes out again, and in a very kind of unexpected way. Expect the unexpected. There is some sort of unexpected truth or realization that you are having, or something that has been hidden is being revealed. I do feel like there's a lot of healing. I feel like there's someone coming back from the past. Someone is reaching out, and really trust your intuition here, really trust your discernment. I don't think that this is about you just going back to the way things were. Maybe there is some sort of reconciliation or forgiveness or healing with Judgment, but healing doesn't mean forgetting. It doesn't mean, totally going back or embracing someone, getting back together with someone. You can still heal and forgive and reconcile without getting back together. I just feel like I need to say that to some of you. Really big energy. It's almost like you sense something big is coming, don't you, Pisces? You know something big is coming. You've kind of been in this weird, foggy in-between, and it's like, where is this? When is this happening? Where is this coming up? It feels like it's happening really, really soon. And it's going to happen in a very unexpected way, like when you least expect it, and yet you also see it coming at the same time. I feel like some of you are uncovering something really surprising about yourself, or about your life, about your family, about your origin. Whoa. Very, very specific message. So this is not going to apply to all of you. I almost feel like some of you have found out or are about to find out that one of your parents isn't your biological parent. For some reason, this could be like finding out who your father is. Like, I don't know why that just came in, but I just sort of made that connection. I'd love to hear in the comments down below if that connects with somebody. I know that's pretty private, so I totally get if you don't want to share it. But damn. There's a big, big truth coming out. Anything else for Pisces? Anything else that Pisces should be aware of? It's almost like there is this mystery, and like, yeah, there is something here, and I'm not even allowed to know what this is. I'm really getting that. I feel like there is something that I'm not even really allowed to know exactly what this is. Maybe I did just say it, but there's more to it than that. Some of you might also be finding out some new part of your lineage, or some sort of family secret, some sort of pattern. I don't know why I keep getting that. Whoa, as I say that, Six of Cups, the roots, your childhood, your upbringing, where you come from. Yup, family secret. For some of you, this could actually be about psychic gifts. And especially if you've come up from like kind of a maybe skeptical background, or otherwise maybe even a religious background, you will be very surprised to learn that you've had gifts in your family. Maybe you thought you were the only one, or you didn't really recognize it or understand it. There is something coming forward, or someone coming forward. There could be a secret family member as well. Maybe a cousin you don't know about, maybe a sibling you don't know about. Like that level of like, oh, something. You know, there's always those stories about like 23andMe, and people find out they have family members they didn't even know existed. I'm really getting something like that. Wow. There is a mystery. There is something that is being revealed. Shocking revelation, truly. But it's very healing. It's very, very healing. The shocking truth is healing. It's not something to be afraid of, okay? Any other messages for Pisces? Seven of Wands. Yeah, I do feel like it's important to defend your energy a little bit. I feel like there is still this kind of lurking energy. There's people who are trying to connect with you where I think you just need to kind of hold the boundary. Someone put too much on you. Someone put too much on your goodness. They took advantage of your good spirit. Don't love that, but that's what I'm getting. Any advice? How much time do we have left? I think I'm actually going to pull some oracle cards. I'm going to pull an animal card, and then I actually want to pull a color healing card too. Interesting, we have the starfish. This can be a very beautiful person who's also very shallow. And sometimes this is an energy of keeping yourself small or shallow to be pleasing to the people around you. But it's important that you don't give up on your dreams or your gifts. I get a vampiric energy. I really do get a vampiric energy around you, actually. I think it's just important to be aware of. I don't think it's anything to be too afraid of. I know sometimes people feel like there's curses or psychic attack on them. That could be true, but it doesn't feel like something you can't handle, if I'm being completely honest. Sometimes even just having boundaries for yourself, saying no. your psychological and emotional boundaries are going to be an equivalent to your spiritual and energetic boundaries, FYI. So if you're someone who struggles with boundaries, it could make you energetically more porous. So it's important that you have boundaries with people, especially with people from the past who have been very draining to you. Don't get stuck in one place either. I'm getting that with starfish as well, kind of being stuck on a rock. Yeah, someone's envious or jealous that you're moving on or going places that they aren't. And instead of taking those choices, it's almost like they're directing negative energy at you. Wow, hyena. Yeah, what dreams did you give up on to be in relationships with other people or be liked by other people or get approval from other people, whether that's your parents or partners or even friends? Because sometimes hyena is kind of laughing at yourself, not taking your dreams or goals seriously. Sometimes humor is very healing, but other times it can actually mask pain. It can kind of bury it deeper. And I really do get the sense, Pisces, like there's something about being very real. I'm also thinking sobriety is important as well. I know that's important with this hyena card. Maybe some of you are sober. Maybe someone you are dealing with in the past has an addiction or is dealing with addiction or just drinks or indulges a lot. And you're not doing that anymore. You're trying to change that. And that's helping you become healthier and more aligned. Interesting stuff. And actually, you know, funny enough, ghost pipe is actually a plant that can help you break a high or psychogenic overload. Like if you're on some sort of psychedelic plant, I have heard at least that this plant can help break that and help ground you because it is a nervine. It kind of deadens your nerves or stops neural activity. It can be used for pain as well, and also pain relief. So maybe there's something about going deeper, and it's almost like the deeper you go, the less the pain actually hurts you. It's like the more you go into the pain, the more you go into the wound. It's almost surprising how it happens in the reverse. Very interesting. So let's pull a color healing card for you, kind of a race against the clock at this point. Let's see if we can get it done in that 30-minute mark. What is the healing color for Pisces? And as always, when I pull these cards, I'm just going to read it from the book, but you're welcome to use your own intuition and discernment to use these colors as you see fit. Ooh, whoa, okay. Well, I had a bunch of cards fall out, but I had rainbow come out. So, you know, connecting with all the colors, connecting to spirit, connecting to your light. Yeah, you're doing some very deep inner child healing here with the rainbow card. And we have number 1 here. I'm just going to take this card because I had like all the colors just fall out. Seriously, no joke. But also especially emerald green. That is another card that came out pretty early on, so that green color might be helpful, which is calm your mind, body, and soul. This is about connecting to nature and green spaces. Also very swampy. Anyways, rainbow. Rainbow ray is a combination of many colors together, making it a very powerful and regenerating energy to work with. Rainbow allows you to lighten up and feel happier and more alive. It also opens you to the mystical realm, connecting you to spirit, fairies, angels, and your creativity. Allow rainbow rays to lead you into the realm of fairies. Go to a park, look around, and find a tree that attracts you. Stand still and focus within, feeling the tree's pull as it beckons to you. Walk over to the tree and place your arms around it. Feel its connection to the earth, to the other trees, to the world. Allow some of the tree's divine energy to pour into your body. Fill you up and awaken your divinity. Walk around the park, smell the flowers, listen to the birds, smile as you take in the beauty of nature. Visualize a rainbow ray and allow it to bathe your body, strengthening your connection to nature and the divine. Then ask the rainbow rays to connect you to the fairy nature kingdom. You may start to notice sparkling lights around the flowers. Talk to the fairies and ask them to help you in any areas of your life where you need assistance, as they are great at manifesting. That's actually what I was going to say before I read that. So really connecting to your magic, really connecting to this sparkle, this radiance. And I do feel like you are very witchy, or you are a witch, kind of reminding me of that witch in the woods again with this card. And we did cut out literally right at the end there, but I am leaving things off. I don't want to just leave you hanging, Pisces. Maybe someone left you hanging in the past, but I'm not going to do that to you, okay? I do hope that this was helpful. I hope this wasn't too heavy. I'm just very honest as a reader. That's also why I like to use these color healing cards, because it does give us a way to kind of move through some energetic heaviness if you are feeling it. I do feel like you are healing, and like you're doing a really good job, Pisces. Like I feel like you're very, very capable. You're actually very, very powerful, and you've almost had to keep your power hidden so you wouldn't push away other people, but you're not meant for everybody. I really, really feel that you have a strong spiritual connection. You are a very, very powerful soul, especially if you've made it this far. And if you have made it this far, hit like, hit subscribe, comment down below so we all know it. And you can find links in the description of this reading for personal readings, distance Reiki sessions. That energy healing might actually be very useful, again, if you are feeling kind of heavy or stuck. Again, you can also find all of my other links for social media accounts and the decks that I use. And I will see you next time, Pisces. I'm sending lots of love and beautiful energy your way. Take care.